Hello guys, it is your favorite friendly little crayon here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the basics, the very basics of C4D, because I have a lot of friends telling me that they're starting out C4D and they have no idea what to do. They just opened it and they're completely intimidated. And I want to help them through that. I want to give them the baby steps. So, just start out by introducing you to C4D. This is your layout right here. This is where anything you make will go. This is where you make your textures, make your colors. Just double click and that. But I'll go more in depth with that later. This right here, you have shapes, splines. Go over those later. Nerbs. Probably they're called, I don't know, little extra thingies, lights, floors, stuff like that, cameras, effects, formers and stuff like that, and some more extra stuff like gravity, turbulence, emitter, but that will probably be a more in-depth tutorial. I will teach you about those. Okay, now, MoGraph, all this stuff, here, file, for the basics, I probably won't go over most of the stuff, but I will definitely go over render and MoGraph. MoGraph, this is where you get your basic effects. Got all of these effects, all this stuff right here, and yeah, so you have all that. And right here, go down to the second row. Sorry guys, I kind of froze there. You're on the text object, and there you go. You got some plain old 3D text around. Now, if you click on it and go over to object, you can edit the depth right there. I usually like to make mine about 80, pretty good. So you got some more depth on that. Look, very nice, pretty nice. And you can change the alignment. Basically, usually want to go to middle. And the font. Wait for my font to load. I'm just gonna quickly choose. I don't know. You're good. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. And the font, if you want that font, it's Beavis. I think that's what it's called. Now, if you go to caps, this is something you're gonna probably use a lot. And so you want to go to start cap, go down to fillet cap, and end in a fillet cap. And you can see this it rounds off that text and makes it look a lot nicer. And I will probably go more in depth on materials and stuff like that later. So you can easily change the radius, make it less rounded, more. I'm gonna just make this 4. Let's go that one, make it 4. And you see it's basically the same, just a little less. You can change the steps. I'm just keep mine at 1. And let's just change this text real quick to crayons, because that is my name, crayon. Now, see, get your text. This little render button, see what it looks like, completely plain. You go, now, time for texture. It's trying to teach you guys about a little texture. Probably should have done later, but okay, here we go. Let's just dive right in here. So you're going to double click down here to make a new texture. And then you pop up with this when you double click on the texture, and you have color, diffusion, luminance, transparency, reflection, blah 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 blah. Whatever. What you really need to do is just follow along with me. Color, basically, you get it. You can just change the color, whatever you want. I'm just gonna make it blue. And here is how I basically make almost most of my materials on all my texts. You're gonna go to reflection, click on reflection, go to texture, go down to Fresnel, take the brightness to 30, and the mix strength to about 20. There you go, that's pretty nice. You got a nice little reflection. And let's just exit out of that. And now let's put some text. Now let's just render this out. You see it has no reflection just because the fact there's nothing to reflect off of, so let's just click on that little light tab and make a floor. Go to coordinates, down 999, little spam the 9s there. Not, I don't know, that's not working. Usually push tab, it goes right to the next one. Oh, I want to click 0. No. Hey, there, that works here. See, now you got a big floor. Just click on this little side thing, change the view, look at it. Here you can change and just look right there. I'm sorry if I'm not good at explaining this stuff. Now let's just render this out. As you see, it might not look very good, but you do have that reflection on the side. Let's turn it like this, and we'll get a good look at it. Yeah, you see, you kind of got the reflection there. Okay, yeah, that is the basic text and materials. And here's something else. Here's an interesting fact. Let's just make a material. Let's just duplicate. Also click Control and just drag this thing over, and double click it and just change color. So I'm gonna make it black, and I'm gonna drag that material on there. And if you go down to that, you click on the material. You can go down to selection and push C1. Type in C1, and as you see, it will make the outside black. Make the inside blue and outside black. And if you just Control, drag that material again, and go to C2, then you can tell the black's blue. Then so that will make everything look really nice. I like doing that. It helps a lot. Now I've gone over that. Let's go over lighting. Lighting. No, I just love lights. And there's a light, a basic light. When you make a light, this will basically light up your scene, make everything brighter. So you're gonna want to use them a lot. And may I recommend you downloading Grayscale Gorilla's light pack. It is a major help, and you will love it if you get it. I will put a link in the description probably of where you can find that if I can find some for you, because I have not yet got it for my laptop. But yeah, I'll probably go tutorial of that later. And so yeah, light. Here we go. Main things about light: you can just turn down the brightness. You can change type from any of those kinds of lights for up there. On me, yeah, spot, feminine area. I may just use this light, it's easier. Shadow, you're gonna want to use shadow all the time. So go down, click on that, general, shadow map soft. I really don't know what the others do. I've never actually used them. When I start out some of 4D tutorials I watch, I'll use this, and it's the way I've always done it. So now let's just run this out the light now, and you see that the shadow gives it a nice little backdrop right there. You see that text looks pretty nice with the reflections and everything. Ooh, sorry, something stuck in my throat. You can change the color of it. I never really changed it though. So details, visibility, none of the stuff you're really gonna use. Besides the lens, that's some more in-depth tutorial, but just for the basics, I will not talk about that. Now let's go to render setting. I'm just gonna load my render settings right now because I can probably not remember just basic render setting. So you want to go to output, the output tab, and type in, make the width 1280 and the height 720. Ooh, sorry, I burped. Click, and 16 by 9 right there, and change frames. I will probably go over that in the next episode, because I probably, how long is this recording? 10 minutes? Oh, well, let's just get this over with. So, save, you can change where you're going to save it to, and what format. I usually use QuickTime Movie, but you have to have QuickTime Player installed on your computer. So you want to click on Alpha Channel, Straight Channel 2, you want to have those marked, and you have that. Now, Object Glow, that's not necessary, but, you know, I have it there. Okay, and so you want to go to Effects, and you want to click on Ambient Occlusion. this is something. It is very helpful. Let's just say that. Just turn that. So you want to go to maximum rate length and turn this to 140. And you want to turn the accuracy to about 60, but because this will slow down the render time a little bit. So when you're just creating it, you want to make it like 50ish, and when you actually render out the whole thing, you'll probably put it on 70. That'll probably help a whole lot. And you want to go contrast and make it something about 30 or 40. That would be very nice. And then you would go to effect again. Sorry. And go to global illumination. Now what this does, it just basically finds the lights and makes everything look a lot better. And you will notice the difference with it. So then you're going to go over these, over to Irradiance Coach, and then go to Scholastic Samples and make that low. High. And then record density and go to high. And there you go. Now, the ambient occlusion, I forgot to tell you about that. That, if you don't have shadows, it's like, go away, no one left you. Now, this will make a nice shadow around the text. See, that's the ambient occlusion. And the global illumination is making that light right there. Let's just let this render out real quick for you guys. Oh, sorry, subscriber people. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like the video. Leave me a little comment. Leave me a troll comment. I really don't care. Just comment. Oh God. Oh God. Isn't that just spectacular? Let's go. Oh, I know it lost me. Okay. Wait for this to load. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I helped during this tutorial so far, because it's probably the end. Let load. Render. Oh God, fine. I'm just gonna go to render region. Render that out for you right there. Well, this will not render. I don't know why. Click out of there. It's like here. Render region on. Render that little thing for you. Render that little slide of text. Probably get a little faster. Do. Oh boy. Now, I'm 1030. That's hot. See, now I got the ambient occlusion. Makes it a little nice shadow around the edge, not just that shadow behind it. You can see that text actually looks really nice. So, hope you enjoyed part 1 of this tutorial of Beginner Cinema 4D tutorial. Please like, subscribe, all that. Yeah, this has been Crayons. See you later, guys. Hope I help. Bye.